Welcome to the Millionaire Hot Seat. Let's give away $1 million. Here? Yeah, why not? Let's go. We've got 6 great contestants ready to meet. 15 questions for fastest finger first. 15 in the hot seat for the $1 million. Let's meet our contestants tonight and get stuck into it. And in seat number 1, right here, we have Jay Johnson, who camped in the Sahara Desert and then paraglided over the Swiss Alps. Wow. Pip Windsor travelled the world as a single mum and took her kids to Paris and for New Year's Eve. Well done. With a win, Scott Anstey will buy a gold statue of me and install it in his backyard. Ayrton Eldridge has eaten the exact same lunch every day at work for 6 years. PJ Vanderwade told a group of boys to stop loitering outside the BBC. Turned out to be One Direction. And Julian Mortha tranquilises elephants and collects Matchbox cars. There you go. Eclectic group of people tonight. There we go. 6 questions coming your way. We're going to go, 6 contestants, 15 questions coming your way. It's called Fastest Finger First. Go. Right, question 1 of 15. You've got to get them right. You've got to be the quickest. I'll give you $1,000 at the end of it. You can give it back to me for a lifeline once we get into the hot seat. Good luck, everybody. Here it is. Which of these is the name of an Australian stationery store chain opened in 2009? A, mistake. B, boo-boo. C, typo. D, stuff-up. The answer is typo. These people got it. Pip was the fastest. Going to Pip, well done. Launched by the Cotton On Group, which itself started in 1991 as a single store in Geelong. A huge success story there. Next question is question 2. Spanning the Brisbane River is the what bridge? A, fable. B, yarn. C, anecdote. D, story. We are looking for the story bridge. These people got it. Pip was the fastest in 0.74 of a second. Pip, very sharp. One of Australia's largest steel bridges, the Story Bridge, opened in 1940. Question 3. In English, which of these is the correct spelling for a roof over the entrance to a building? A, portico. B, portico. C, portico. D, portico. Which of those is the correct spelling for a roof over the entrance to a building? We're looking for B, portico. These people got it. PJ, the fastest. Well done, PJ. Great job. Well done. Question 4. In 2020, which of these Allen's lollies was reinstated after being discontinued in 2014? A, milk bottles. B, snakes. C, spearmint leaves. D, freckles. Reinstated after being discontinued in 2014. They're back. In 2020, we are looking for spearmint leaves. These people got it. Ayrton was the only one. Go on the Ayrton. Good job, buddy. Yeah, the mint-flavoured sweets were brought back in part of a response to a social media campaign. Here's a visual question. Look up, everybody. Monitors. Question. What is the term for this kind of boat? A, galleon. B, junk. C, bark. D, clipper. That is a junk. These people got it. PJ, well done, the fastest. PJ, 0.94 of a second. Used for trade, fishing, even warfare since the Han Dynasty. Junks are still commonly seen in Hong Kong's harbour. Here's question 6. Ayrton's 5 from 5. The theme song from 2014's The Lego Movie is called Everything Is What? A, awesome. B, excellent. C, connected. D, in pieces. The Lego Movie. Everything is awesome. These people got it. Scott was the fastest in 1.04 seconds. Now, that's the first one you got wrong, and you went for connected, which makes sense in a Lego movie, doesn't it? Everything's connected.
It does.
I can see where your thinking was, except it's wrong. Well done. Performed by Tegan and Sarah, featuring comedy group The Lonely Island, was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song. Here's question 7. Ayrton and PJ and Pip all on 5. Poussin is the term for meat from a young what? A, boar, B, chicken, C, sheep, D, deer. Poussin is the French term for a chook. These people got it. PJ the fastest, Ayrton's there, and Pip, and they kick clear. All right, usually serves as an entire bird, by the way. All right, before we go to the break, let's have a look at the leaderboard and look at PJ. Sharp as, 8.77. Pip is right there, and Ayrton all on 6. Scott, you're only 2 off the pace. Jade and Julian, only 3 behind, and plenty of time to make it up. $1,000 up for grabs right after this. Let's get stuck into it. This is question 8, and it's tight at the top. PJ, Pip and Ayrton on 6. Scott is on 4. Jade and Julian on 3 apiece. Question 8 of 15. Good luck. How were former US Presidents George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush related? A, brothers, B, father and son, C, cousins, D, uncle and nephew. They were father and son and presidents of the USA. These people got it right. PJ was the fastest at 1.09. George H.W. was the 41st president, and then George W. was the 43rd, with Bill Clinton in between. Question 9. Which best-selling book series features creatures known as Dementors? A, The Hunger Games, B, Twilight, C, Divergent, D, Harry Potter. Dementors are in Harry Potter. These people got it. Ayrton was the fastest. He leads with PJ. Yeah, the creatures feed on human happiness, are used as prison guards and first appear in the book Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Question 10. Bringing home the trophy when Australia won the America's Cup in 1983 was the Royal What Yacht Club? A, Perth, B, Hobart, C, Adelaide, D, Brisbane. 1983. Alan Bond owned it. The great John Bertram skippered Australia 2 to victory, and it returned to the Royal Perth Yacht Club and was defended in Fremantle 4 years later. For the first time in 132 years, it left the New York Yacht Club. These people got it. Julian was the fastest. Well done, Julian. Great job. PJ got it right, which means PJ hits the front. Question 11. In medieval Britain, reeve was the name for a type of what? A, court jester, B, nurse, C, local administrator, D, publican. Reeve. A reeve was a local administrator. These people got it. Ayrton, the only one. He strikes back. Good on you, Ayrton. Well played. Yeah, reeves manage manor estates and disputes between peasants. The word sheriff is derived from the words shire and reeve, so sheriff. Audio question. Listen, I'll give you the question. Listen for the clue. This is the theme for which TV show?
I've been searching my soul tonight. I know there's so much more to life.
A, Dawson's Creek, B, Melrose Place, C, Gilmore Girls, D, Ally McBeal. We need Ally McBeal. These people got it. Pip and PJ. PJ goes to the front. Well done, PJ. This is a good battle. The song is Searching My Soul by Vonda Shepherd, was also occasionally made appearances on the show as herself. Well, 3 to go. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now. And we've got 3 left in the hunt. PJ's on 10, Ayrton 1 behind, and Pip, you need to get a few things going your way, but you're still a chance. Everyone else, keep playing. Enjoy it. Question 13. Added to the online Oxford Dictionary in 2014, SMH is a text abbreviation short for what? A, 6 more hours. B, shaking my head. C, show me how. D, straightening my hair. SMH, not the Sydney Morning Herald, it is shaking my head. These people got it. Ayrton fights back. PJ gets it right. Expresses disapproval or frustration online. 2 to go, and it's now out of PJ and Ayrton. The ice cream brand Häagen-Dazs originated in which country? A, England, B, Canada, C, Switzerland, D, USA. The answer is, here's the USA. Good marketing. These people got it. Everyone went for Switzerland. No. Yeah, old shifty USA did that one. Now, the first retail store opened in Brooklyn in 1976. The name was made up. The founders tried to come up with something that sounded Danish, well, or Swiss in your case, but yeah, that was it. It was the USA. No one got it right, which means it's still out of Ayrton and PJ. Highly decorated World War II spy Nancy Wake was known as the White what? A, mouse, B, lady, C, moth, D, swan. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, PJ, what'd you go for?
I went for swan.
What'd you go for, Eden?
I went for mouse, but swan sounds better.
Do you want to swap it?
Too late for that, I think.
Too late for that, because the answer is mouse.
There you go.
Okay. These people got it. Ayrton, the fastest. So just before we go to the leaderboard, she was born in New Zealand, grew up in Sydney. During World War II, she worked with the French Resistance, awarded the Companion of the Order of Australia in 2004, died in 2011, one of our great war heroes, Nancy Wake, the White Mouse. So, put the goggles back on and have a good look at this. So, Ayrton, you got it right, and you were the fastest. Now let's see if it was good enough. Not quite. PJ hangs on to win. Well done, PJ.
Thank you, Eddie.
Well done indeed. Good job. $1,000.
Oh,
What are you going to do with your $1,000?
oh, I don't know. I might go and just splash it all at Bray, have a really good dinner.
Oh, beautiful. There, Bray. Magnificent food. One of the top 100 restaurants in the world at the moment in Birregurra. It is absolutely sensational in country Victoria. I've been there. It is sensational.
Nice.
There you go. Enjoy.
Thank
right,
you.
we're going to take a break. When we come back, sitting over here is Jade. You're in the hot seat for $1 million right after this. Welcome back to the hot seat. Let's get cracking. PJ was our winner. Well done, PJ. Fantastic stuff. You got $1,000 off the magnificent Bray restaurant. If you kept the money, you might give it back to me for a lifeline. And in the seat number 1, Jade, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Let's play hot seat. Come on, let's go. Hello, Jade Johnson.
Hello.
You are an event coordinator with Tennis Australia, and you've been doing it for a while because you've worked at the Grand Prix, the Spring Racing Carnival, the Melbourne Show, the MotoGP, even the Commonwealth Games in Queensland.
Yeah.
What a fantastic job you've got.
Yeah, it's not work when it's your passion.
It is wonderful. What do you actually do?
So at the moment, I'm looking after the player areas for the tennis. So wherever they go, we bring in temporary walls, power, artwork, plants, everything.
So you put everything up?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing all that for?
This is my 3rd year.
Good on you. How'd you break into that at 22? You're only 19 when you started.
I started working in events when I was 16, and then I just have made my way up in each role that I've...
So who do you actually work for?
Tennis Australia at the moment, but I
Right.
do contract to all the other events.
Good on you. Well done, Joe.
Yeah.
That's sensational. You ran the Melbourne Half Marathon without any training the morning after you'd been on a big night at a wedding, is that right?
Yeah.
And did
yeah.
you get there?
Yeah, I finished and I actually got quite a good time, so it was my fake tan that did it for me.
I think it was. Good on you. Jade, we are 15 questions away from $1 million. Let's play hot seat. Go. $100. Which of these is the common name for a large open-top container used to dispose of waste materials? A, romp, B, frolic, C, skip, D, prance.
Well, I do work with containers a lot at work, but I would say it's a skip, C, skip.
Log it in. Correct for $100. $200. An Oscar-winning actor born in 1943 is Christopher who? A, Walken, B, Joggin, C, Runnin, D, Dawdlin.
Yeah, I don't know a Christopher, so I think I'll have to pass on this one.
See you, Jade. Catch you later. Bye.
Thank you.
G'day, Pip. How you doing, Pip? Sit down, relax. You're in the hot seat, okay? Pip Windsor is the Chief of Staff of Workplace Wizards. Tell me about that.
So throughout this year I had a bit of a career pivot like many have. Had a really long career in aviation and decided through this period that I'd go into looking after workplace and legal and HR. So I've taken up a new role with looking after a great group of people.
Great stuff. What was your aviation career?
I ran the sales department for Virgin before COVID.
Good on you. You've got an advertising husband, Stephen. You've been married for a year. 3 kids, James, Charlie and Thomas, 18. Charlie and Thomas twins at 14.
Yes.
Good stuff. Now, your brother-in-law won big on Sale of the Century. How much did he win?
He won a whole heap of prizes, cash prizes, washing machines, holidays. So, yeah, it was a bit of a competitive family, so I've got to outdo him.
Right, OK. All right. Well, Pip, you've got the job in front of you. This is for 200. An Oscar-winning actor born in 1943 is Christopher who? Walking, jogging, running, dawdling.
Well, it is a bit before my time, although at the moment I'm feeling like I was back there. I'm going to say A for no rhyme or reason, but it stands out for some reason.
Lock it in. You've got to
Lock
say,
it in A.
Right, put it in. 2 seconds. Now, he didn't win it in 1943. He was born in 1943. Do you know Christopher Walken?
No, I don't.
You will know him all day when you get off and have a look at this.
It's going to be one of those things that's going to bug me, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you'll know his face. You'll know Christopher Walken. Correct.
Yes.
The Deer Hunter. He won the Best Supporting Actor for his performance in the 1978 film The Deer Hunter. But you'll see him everywhere, Trish.
That will haunt me.
No, you don't need. It doesn't have to haunt you. Celebrate it. You got it right. $300. Horticulture refers to the practice of what? A. Animal husbandry. B. Garden cultivation. C. Pastry cooking. D. Being haughty.
Look, I don't have a green thumb, but I do know the answer would be B, lock it in, garden cultivation.
Lock it in. Correct for $300. From the Latin hortus, meaning garden. $500. According to a story from Greek mythology, everything King Midas touched turned to what? A. Gold. B. Silver. C. Diamond. D. Stone.
Lock in A, gold, Eddie.
Lock in gold. Correct for $500. Likely to have the Midas touch is to have the knack of success or money making, although having the Midas touch didn't do King Midas that good because he touched everything gold and his life turned upside down. Right, 11 questions to go for $1 million right after this. Pip Windsor is in the hot seat. She had a career change last year. She had an 18th in her family. She had her 40th, her husband's 50th. Still haven't had a honeymoon yet because you married last year.
Yep.
So 2021, suddenly a brand new year for you, and there's $1 million to be won here, Pip.
Certainly is.
Now,
So
relax and enjoy, OK?
I know.
You get a bit wound up there before on Christopher Walken, I think. Here we go for $1,000. A 1986 hit for John Farnham was Pressure What? A. Rising. B. Down. C. Point. D. And Pain.
as you just said, I need to take the pressure down, B, Eddie.
Lock it in. Pressure down is correct for the great John Farnham. A song coming from his best-selling, the seminal album Whispering Jack, 1500. What number is the final inning of a standard professional baseball game? A, third. B, fourth. C, eighth. D, ninth.
I'm going to say B, fourth. And I'm going to go with my gut and stick that one in there.
Lock it in?
Yep, lock it in.
Never heard the term bottom of the ninth? Ninth, yeah. 2020, some Major League Baseball games were shortened to 7-inning matches in response to the COVID-19s. But, yeah, the bottom of the ninth is the last inning. We say innings in cricket, they say inning. So it's the bottom of the ninth is the last whack. It's your last hitting performance. Thanks, Pip.
Thank you.
All
Thanks
the
so
best.
much.
Have a good one.
Take
See ya. Good on you, Scott. Welcome aboard, buddy. Hey, I love this $50 mystery trifecta on the Melbourne Cup. How much did it return?
Returned $6,500. So I selected 4 horses to be chosen, and the race was Run and One, which I knew I'd won the trifecta, and then the 4th horse protested, and whichever way, I still had the 4th horse anyway, so whichever way the protest went, I knew I'd won. So it was about 45 minutes of waiting, and the $6,500 hit my account, and it was
And it was the better result for the protest, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I remember I actually had a box trifecta the same way.
There you go.
Yeah, I had the first 4. Wish I had backed it for the first 4 though. But anyway,
Well, I had no
doesn't
skill in
matter.
it.
Take the dough.
Take the dough.
Now, Scott, I love this. You're in the Around the Bay bicycle race, right? There's a bay around Port Phillip Bay in Victoria. You had to ride most of the way into headwinds of 100 k's an hour. It says here you didn't get on your bike for 3 years after that experience.
Correct, yeah. So on the way down from Melbourne to Frankston, it was quite an easy ride. Took about an hour and a half, and then on the way back, the weather turned, and obviously on the bay there, the winds really picked up, and it was over 100-kilometre-hour winds, and it took over 5 hours to get back, and a few times stopping I was almost going to pack it in, and kept going. So yeah, but after that, I was scarred for 3 years. Yep, absolutely.
That's enough. Scott, $1,500 worth of question on the way to $250,000. In the names of the cities of San Francisco and San Diego, what does the word San mean? A, city. B, lower. C, saint. D, south.
So I was in San Francisco last year, and it's obviously very hilly there, and I believe San Francisco's in the lower part. Although I've not been to San Diego, so I'm thinking lower.
San Francisco, San Diego. What does San mean? 5,
I'll
4.
lock in B, lower.
Final answer?
D, south.
Doesn't matter, no, it's saint. As in, Santa is the Spanish word for the male saint, so Santa, as in Santa Monica, is the female equivalent. So it's St. Francis, San Francisco and San Diego. St. Diego. Sorry, Scotty.
All good.
Mate, you were there, but didn't get the pamphlet on that one.
Not really.
No. See you, mate.
Got you,
All the
thank
best.
you.
See you, Scott. Cheers, buddy. Hello, Eaton Eldridge.
Hey Eddie, how you going?
And I'll have a guess and say you're named after Eaton Centre?
You're spot on.
Okay, tell me why. Family loved the name?
Yeah, my dad just loved racing cars, to be honest. I think he wanted to call my younger brother Rubens as well, after Rubens Barrichello, and that was when Mum put the foot down.
That's enough?
So, yeah,
She said, I'm not having a son named after a hot dog.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, tell me, mate, you founded an education startup called EduSTEM.
Yes.
What's that all about?
So it's about trying to help school children learn in a way which is a bit more real world, a bit more hands-on. So as opposed to learning from a textbook, it helps them learn the content through solving a problem. So
Give me one example of what you do.
So let's say you're in a science classroom and you're learning chemistry. Instead of learning from a textbook, we might create a project for a school where students learn by completing a project on ocean plastic waste.
Right.
So they learn the content through some sort of real world example, and then they actually have to sort of create, for example, a bioplastic by applying their knowledge. So it's much more hands-on.
Sounds like a lot more fun.
That's the aim.
Good on you, Eaton, and it'll stick to it, I imagine.
Hopefully.
That's it. Well, good luck. How far into it are you?
A couple of years in, going reasonably well, working with about 200 schools across Australia. So
Great stuff, mate.
thank you.
Here we go for $1,500. Which of these is the name of a popular brand of sewing machine? A, singer. B, painter. C, sculptor. D, dancer.
Good question. Good trivia. I'm actually not super sure, Eddie, so I might pass.
Give it 20 seconds. Have a good look. Brand of sewing machine.
Yeah, it's just not coming to me. I'll pass.
Out you go. See you, Eaton. Welcome aboard, PJ Vanderway.
Hello, Eddie.
Hello, PJ. You're a broadcast producer. I'm going to come back and ask you about that. I reckon you'll know this, so let's get the question out of the way. Do you know it?
I do.
Right. Which of these is the name of a popular brand of sewing machine? Singer, painter, sculptor, dancer.
My mum's a big sewer, and I'm going to lock in A.
A,
Singer.
the famous Singer sewing machine, correct for $1,500. Yeah, the brand is named after the company founder Isaac Merritt Singer, who pioneered the mass production of sewing machines for domestic use. We are 7 away from $100,000. We'll come back and have a chat to PJ right after this. Welcome back. PJ Vanderweight is in the hot seat. She has $1,000 because she won fastest finger first. She said she was off to Bray. Dan Hunter's team down there do a magnificent job.
Yeah.
And you love your food because you're obsessed by the chef's table.
I love that show.
It's great, isn't it?
Great show. Yeah. So I want to go to, well, as many restaurants as I can in the world from that show.
Well,
yeah.
start with Bray. It's sensational. Tell me first of all, what's the PJ stand for?
Peter Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's used to be a great reporter on Channel 9 who then moved to SBS called PJ Madam. Nice. And she was Peter Jane as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So PJ, tell me about what you're doing, broadcast producer.
At the moment I'm on maternity leave, so I'm doing not a lot, but yeah, I produce things like TV commercials, web promos, just about anything, really.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So you used to work at the BBC in England. You were
Yeah.
working one day there and you saw these kids carrying on. Who were they?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was down in the green rooms and saw, a bunch of teenage dudes looking a bit dodgy and said, guys, you can't be here, get on back to reception, thinking they were on a school tour, and didn't realise till a few weeks later when I saw an ad for their album, it was One Direction.
One Direction.
Oops.
How'd you go when you kicked them out of the studio?
They just sort of walked off. They were really scared of me and went, oh, sorry, and just started walking, so.
PJ, let's go, 2,500.
Okay.
The black-breasted buzzard is a type of Australian what? A, hummingbird. B, raptor. C, owl. D, wasp.
Ooh, how many questions have I got to go? Okay.
You've got 7. And a lifeline
I
and 4
think-
contestants.
Oh, I know it's some type of bird, but I don't know which one. 7 questions away. I might pass this one.
Catch you later, PJ. See ya.
See ya.
Bye. Welcome, Julian. Julian Mother is 70 years of age from Roxburgh Park.
Yeah,
Out near old my stomping ground, Broady.
yeah, next to Brody.
Next door to there, retired research scientist. What type of science were you doing?
I did virology.
Virology, okay.
Yeah.
And how long were you in the industry for?
In New Zealand, 10 years.
Yeah.
About 15 years in New Zealand.
Good on you, right? 70 years of age, as I said. Yasmin is your wonderful wife of 41 years. Samantha is 30. Jason is 28. All right, let's go. The black-breasted buzzard is a type of Australian what? Hummingbird, raptor, owl, wasp.
Good question.
Thank you.
Hummingbird, rabbit, owl, black-breasted buzzard. So I think I'll eliminate the owl and the rabbit. Probably it's not the hummingbird as well.
8 seconds. Need an answer, Julian.
I think I'll lock in D, wasp.
A wasp. Lock it in.
No, I'll change it to B, rabbit.
Okay, you went raptor, hummingbird, wasp. Raptor's correct for 2,500. It is one of Australia's largest birds of prey, native to central and northern Australia. Well played. Come on, Julian, 4,000. In the game of darts, what is the term for the wide end of a dart? A, tail. B, feather. C, butt. D, flight.
Well, another good question. The wide end of the dart, it can't be a tail. The feather is at the back. It can't be the flight or the butt. Eddie, I think I'll pass this.
See you later, Julian.
Yep.
Catch you later on. Hello, JJ.
Hello.
You get JJ?
Yeah.
Jade Johnson. Point cook in Victoria, events coordinator with Tennis Australia. Let's get stuck into it. In the game of darts, do you play a bit of darts?
No.
Okay, what is the term for the wide end of a dart? Tail, feather, butt, flight.
I think that it would be maybe tail because that's the end of it. That's the logic I'm going with. So yeah, A.
Lock in A, tail?
Lock in A.
It could be the tail because that's the end of it. It could be the feathers at the end of it that are on the tail. It could be the butt, which is the back of it. But it's in fact the flight because it helps it fly through the air. Generally made from lightweight plastic fins, the flight is designed to give the dart lift and keep it flying straight and horizontal so that it doesn't just hit the floor.
Might
Good on you,
have to
Jade.
play some darts now.
Play some darts. Good on you, Jade. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye. Well done, Ayrton. You're back in the hot seat, buddy. Ayrton Eldridge, 29 years of age, for $4,000. Good luck. The Impreza is a brand of car from which vehicle manufacturer? A. Ford, B. Mitsubishi, C. Subaru, D. Honda.
I'd like to lock in C, Subaru.
Locked
Eddie.
in. Correct, $4,000. Well done. Yeah, very, very popular car. First launched in 1992, that was. The compact car is now in its 5th generation. 3 contestants, 4 questions when we return in the hot seat right after this. Welcome back to the hot seat. Ayrton Eldridge is ready to go. He's been with his partner Samantha for 6.5 years. Says here, while on exchange in Italy with Samantha and some friends, a late-night dare led to a fake proposal that was filmed and ended up on Facebook. Now, Ayrton, take it from an old campaigner, mate. That's not the one you muck around on, OK?
Yeah, it was a mistake which won't be repeated.
No.
We were out with some friends. One thing led to another. There was a dare for a fake proposal. Now, all my friends knew it was fake. Samantha knew it was fake. Everyone in the restaurant, it was in Italy at the time, thought it was real. Lots of applause, bottle of champagne, all very lovely.
Yeah, all good fun,
yeah, exactly. All good fun in the moment.
What could go wrong?
Exactly. So I went home, went to bed, and about half an hour after I'd gone to sleep, a friend sent me a text saying, "Hey, mate, I'm just putting that video up on Facebook. You should probably warn your friends and family."
Oh,
now,
good.
I obviously didn't see it because I was asleep. Wake up the next morning and I think I might have had about 400 or 500 missed calls, messages from friends, my family, Sam's family. Took us about 2 days to get back to everyone and let them know it wasn't actually real. And even now, 6.5 years later, we still see people and they think we're married. So I'm not quite sure whether we can actually get married.
At 6.5 years in, it might be time to have a think about it. What do you reckon?
Well, possibly. Did she put you up to that?
No, but there's 50,000 staring me in the face, OK?
Possibly, if I can get there.
Yeah, OK, good luck. Ayrton for 6,000. In the 2000 film Almost Famous, Kate Hudson stars as a character named what? A. Eleanor Rigby, B. Maggie May, C. Penny Lane, D. Ruby Tuesday.
Now, I don't think it is Ruby Tuesday. I'm not basing that on a lot of logic. I'm familiar with the name. I just don't think it comes from that movie.
So goodbye Ruby Tuesday then.
I think so.
Okay.
For some reason, the name Eleanor Rigby is standing out at me, so I'm going to lock in A.
Lock in A. Eleanor Rigby. No, it's Penny Lane. Penny Lane was one of Hudson's first starring roles, appearing as the artistic muse for a rock band, Penny Lane. Trivia question on Penny Lane was the only part of Northern Songs that wasn't bought by Michael Jackson from Australian Robert Holmes à Court because he gave it to his daughter as a birthday gift. Did you know that?
I did not. That's
there
outstanding
you go.
trivia.
Take that as my gift. See
Thank
you
you,
later.
Eddie.
Thanks very much, Ed, and see you later, love. PJ Vanderwade is ready to go. Hello, PJ.
I'm back. Hi, Eddie.
All right, Adam's your husband of 2 years. Flynn is 9 months old.
Yes.
How's he going?
Oh, you know, keeping me awake at all hours.
That's
yeah.
it. That's the deal.
Yeah, wish I was more fresh-faced today, but
No, you can't.
here we are.
Hey, you won fastest finger first.
Can't
You
be
got
that bad.
$1,000 worth of Lifeline, an opportunity to win 20,000.
Well, okay.
Good luck. This is for $6,000. The name of the dessert parfait comes from a French word meaning what? A. Puffed. B. Pureed. C. Perfect. D. Pudding.
As you know, I love my food and I love French food. I am pretty sure it's C, perfect.
Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in, Eddie.
Correct for $6,000. Parfait, cold custard-style dessert, often served layered with fruit in a tall glass. Get this right, I'll give you another $1,000.
Okay.
Who was the first child of former US President John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Kennedy? A. John Jr. B. Edward. C. Caroline. D. Robert.
Ooh, US presidents. Not my thing, but I have a feeling it might be John Jr., but how many questions to go?
2.
2.
It doesn't matter, you can't pass.
Okay, I might use my lifeline
Okay.
on this one.
All right, okay.
Get out of my lady wallet.
There you go. Stop the clock. Your lady wallet. There you go. I like that one. Beware of pickpockets. 50-50. Ask me or get rid of the question and get a fresh one.
I'm going to ask you, Eddie.
Gonna ask
Seem
me.
like you know your presidents.
Oh, I do. I actually like the Kennedys as well.
Oh.
Now, the only thing that I'm watching on this one, okay, here's what I think, okay? Caroline's older than John Jr. Okay, they were the 2 kids, but there was another child who died in infancy.
Oh.
And I'm just trying to think where that was. But being pushed to it, Edward was his brother, Robert's his other brother. I'll go with Caroline, who ended up being, I think, the ambassador to Japan, and John Jr. was killed in the plane crash with his wife. So Caroline's my final answer. That's right. That's where I'm heading.
Okay.
All right.
Look, you have a pretty good track record so far. I guess I'm going to go with you and say I'm going to lock in C, Caroline then. That's my final answer. Lock it in. Ah.
Never in doubt, PJ. Correct. For $10,000. Caroline Kennedy was born in 1957, currently works as an author, lawyer and a diplomat. As I said, John Jr. died in the plane crash. And as I mentioned, Edward and Robert were both brothers of John F. Kennedy. Julian, sorry, mate, that's the end of it for you. You played beautifully, though. Thanks for being a great part of the show. Julian Motha was just fantastic there. We're going to go to the news break. When we come back, PJ's playing for $20,000. PJ's in the hot seat. Come on, PJ, for $20,000. How you feeling?
Really nervous,
Good.
weirdly.
Oh, that's great. Now, come on. Flynn's
Okay.
9 months old. What are you going to do with $20,000?
$20,000. I've always wanted to visit all the cities in the Beach Boys song Kokomo. So Aruba, Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go to Kokomo for $20,000.
Okay.
Sisters Nicole and Natalie Appleton were founding members of which pop group? A. All Saints. B. TLC. C. Destiny's Child. D. Bewitched.
I can taste that rum on the beach already,
Right.
Eddie.
All righty, there we go.
A. All Saints.
Don't forget the person who got you to this question, okay?
I will not.
All right. All Saints is locked in. PJ Vanderwade's won $20,000. Well done, PJ Vanderwade. Peter Jane Vanderwade on her passport, which is now heading off to Bermuda, Jamaica.
Aruba, yeah, all of them.
All of those. PJ, well done. You won $20,000. You won fastest finger first. You won the night. You used your lifeline. You played the game perfectly. And as a result of that, PJ Vanderwade's got $20,000 cash. See you next time on the Millionaire Hot Seat, everyone. Good night.